Hi guys, welcome to 12th Ray Prophecy, and today we are going to be finding out how do the people who are your well-wishers, how do they perceive you, what do they think about you, and in general what are their opinions about you. So we've got three cards out here, out of which you can pick any one or two cards depending upon what you are attracted towards. And in order to see the explanation, the timestamps have been provided in the comments and the descriptions below. Hi guys, welcome pile number one. Let's find out what people think of you. And the first card that we've got out here is the Phoenix. Now the Phoenix is a creature who is rising out of the ashes and the fire and the burning, and they see that you've had a very tough previous lifetime, which means that you've had quite difficult circumstances and harsh realities to which you've always stood up, and you're very dedicated. That's something that they notice about you. Something else that they see through this Phoenix card is that you are willing to take a stand and decide to live consciously, right? You don't want to think of the past and live in the past. You are a person who decides to live in the present, and that is something that they really appreciate about you and they hope that they could have more of. I also feel that when we look at the Phoenix, it is very likely that you have made an attempt to transform yourself in a very big way. It could be your personality, it could be the way that you approach things or deal with people, or something of that sort. Something that you've taken a lot of effort and consciousness to change about yourself, and that is something that people immediately notice when they see you. Apart from that, I can see that you like to relax, you like to chill out, they find that they are able to depend upon you, and you kind of give them a ray of hope when things are down. It could be through your words, it could be through your actions, or it could be just because you are there for them, they are able to depend upon you. But all this being away, they find that you are on your own path, and it's very difficult to match up to you in a lot of ways. And because of this, they may feel that you are a little inaccessible when it comes to either with your time or with your knowledge or anything that they may require. You kind of seem a little out of their league. When this happens, basically they are actually wanting to connect with you. They want to be like family to you. They, or rather they consider you like their family, but you may not necessarily think of these people to be as close to you as they may perceive you to be, right? So they really love you, they consider you really close to them, but they don't feel that that is something that they are also getting out of you, or rather you don't perceive them the same way. So that could be a certain block that they can also feel, that there is this gap in between both of you guys. Now moving on to the other cards, we've got Two of Pentacles and we've got Knight of Swords. Two of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and we've got the Six of Cups. So when I look at these cards, I feel that they feel that you are probably juggling a lot of activities or people, or that you have a lot of people in your life, but I think that the reality is quite different. They feel that possibly you are quite popular, you are quite stern with your words, which means that if you say something, you could probably slice the opposite person off if you wish to. So from time to time your words could hurt them, but you are also very good at setting your boundaries. Okay, you are able to create these boundaries, but I feel like for you these boundaries need to be opened up a little bit, especially for the people who are actually there for you, who are your well-wishers. So you need to let them in and let them show their love to you. Okay, then we've got the cards of Taurus. The energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, productive, yet relaxed and slow. We've got Aquarius. This energy is loving, freedom loving, rebellious, and idealistic. And Cancer, this energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and it may concern family, a mother, or a child. Okay, it could be possible that these well wishers are from your family, or they are like family to you, or you are like family to them, as I was saying before. Then we've got last card of Sagittarius. This energy imbues power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. So it is possible that these people who are your well wishers may have these zodiac signs as the first three, that is sun, moon, or rising signs. Okay, and overall we see that this energy that they perceive in you, firstly they find you absolutely rebellious. Okay, somebody who has a different thought pattern, who kind of challenges them a lot. So either from time to time they may not like it, or for some of them they may actually enjoy this challenge that you provide to them. And for some of them, they also look at you as someone who's reliable, hardworking, dependable, and reliable, and someone whom they also want to spoil with a lot of luxuries and things that you enjoy. Like they want to keep gifting you these things. Apart from that, they find you very loving, caring about the people who are around you, and that may be one of the case. But do sense a loneliness from your end, even though there are so many people who are having really good intentions towards you. And apart from that, they see that you are a person who can manifest very quickly. You are a person is who has, your word has authority. When you speak to people, they actually want to listen to you, right? So you have this charisma within you that people are absolutely attracted towards. Then we've got scribe, preserving knowledge and information. As I said, probably people come to you for advice. People come to you when they want to feel good about themselves. And we've got exorcist, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. So you're someone who probably gives people really good advice, and they see that you have a lot of experience with dealing with these demons by yourself. That's how they realize that you have a lot of knowledge, you've dealt with a lot of things in your life that makes you humble. And then we've got child orphan, in independence based on learnings to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. So you have actually mastered being by yourself and being okay with being by yourself. It's not a very big deal for you. So overall, they feel that when they look at you, you're really independent. You're also, while being independent, you are caring about other people and even your own family members. The way you talk about them, the way you think about certain situation, your heart is at the center of all the decisions that you make. And we've got liberator, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. So it is possible that you yourself have a lot of spiritual or occult knowledge which you actually give out to people, and you help them free themselves from systems or beliefs that are trapping them. Okay, it is possible that they could also look up to you as a mentor or someone whom they really wish to learn a lot from. Okay, then we've got you are a pillar of light, your vibration is rising, you are the oracle. And as I was saying, you're giving a lot of light to other people, right? You're giving them a lot of hope to live on this planet, because they find that this planet is quite dense and is quite difficult with all the challenges that are around them. So sometimes they are not able to see sense in what is happening, but you provide this lightness. It could be laughter, it could be a sense of comfort for these people, even through just your presence or being there for them. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So this is a question for you. How are you dimming your light to fit in? Apart from that, I see that to a certain extent, a lot of these people, they, some of them, okay, might find you so bright that it may cause jealousy in them, okay, or envy. Jealousy is a very strong word, I would say envy. So to a certain extent, they are envious in a way that they want to be the person that you are. And then we've got council of light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. So they might also see you as someone who's been sent from above to help them out here. You could be their angel. A lot of times we just come across people whom we probably do not know, probably have never seen, but some way they just end up helping us in such a transformative way, or in the time of great need or great distress or great fear of the unknown. Suddenly these people come, they help us out, and they kind of, are gone, nowhere to be seen. We don't know their name, we don't know who they are. So that is something that I see happening for you when it comes to the people around you. So your well wishers definitely see these attributes that you possess. Alright, I hope that you've enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comments what resonated, what are the qualities that you really do feel like you possess. And yes, I'd like to hear from you. Alright, bye. Hello, group number two. Let's find out what people think of you, and how they perceive you. So I've just laid down the cards so we don't waste a lot of time, and that some certain things are in perspective. So we've got the center card, and the central theme is a firefly. So when people look at you, they see a sense of brightness within you, right? They see a spark. Maybe you're really funny, maybe you have a lot of energy when you meet people, maybe you're very bright and warm, but there is also this sense that you kind of flutter, either from people to people or from emotion to emotion. So there is some kind of unsteadiness out here, but that is also what makes this whole thing so exciting about you, about knowing you, because certain things are so spontaneous. Even though you may kind of get tired of those things really quickly, but they are quite spontaneous, and people are really excited when they meet you because of this spontaneity. People also feel that you kind of need to take it a little slow, okay, either with them or with things that you do. So maybe you are really quick to choose something and then you don't stick to those things, probably you don't complete those things, either be it real relationships or hobbies or education or careers or whatever it is. Like you flutter a lot from one thing to the other without actually completing it. It would make sense if you do complete it, but then they would actually want to tell you to slow down. That is something that they're asking or would like to tell you, okay. Apart from that, I feel that they see sense that there could be a state of confusion that you often go in and out of very quickly. And when we look at this, there are two cards, okay, that indicate these things. One is the mind and one is schizophrenia. So schizophrenia is basically making up stories that actually do not exist. So is this something that you possess? Okay, so this could be really very interesting in case if someone is absolutely into gossips, right? So if somebody is really enjoying gossip, then you really like to add your own touch to these gossips, and because of which they could really enjoy your company. Apart from that, it is possible that you have like these really really great ideas about certain things, okay. Or it could also be that you have some kind of a mental block that you need to get over, okay. It could also be that mentally you create this image that two things, either you and the opposite person or two other people, are best together or are ideal together. So this idealism that is there actually reflects quite a lot within you. And I would, a lot of people would think that these are vices, and yes, to a great extent they could be negative attributes, but I feel that the people who are actually your well wishers and your friends are actually attracted to this craziness. They're attracted to um, the spontaneity and the craziness that you bring to their life. But as I said, it is also very important, and they feel that you must slow down. I also feel that you are very quick to make friends. As I said, spontaneity. You have all the topics ready, you have everything prepared, but I do not know if you're actually in it for the long term with these friendships, right? So, but you're really friendly, you come off as really warm, really open. So, that is something that people really enjoy about you. Apart from that, you when you people perceive you to be really very wealthy. Okay, whether it may be true or not true, I am not sure, but when they look at you, or rather how you present yourself, they perceive you to be loaded, very loaded with money. You like to splurge, you like to enjoy life, you're spontaneous when it comes to, even when it comes to spending money. So yeah, so this may actually also attract people who may not have your best interest in mind. And I feel that these people who are actually your well wishers, who genuinely love you, are able to see that you attract these people who are not really good for you, right? And that's one of the reasons why they may be worried about you. These people who actually love you and are your supporters, who are your well wishers, actually feel that both of you have been connected in past lives before. Okay, so with this card it's quite clear that you've been connected to them, and that's one of the reasons why they are part of your soul family during this life. The last card for this particular section we've got is the Hermit. So with the Hermit card, I feel that they look at you again. I'm looking at this light, that they look at you as a ray of hope. If their day is going bad and they meet you, they can be sure to go back home with a very big smile on their face. So with this Hermit card and with everything that is tying up out here, I feel that people flock to you, people want to be your friend, people aspire to be connected and associated with you. It is also possible that you are actually quite popular, you are actually quite influential, okay, and due to which everyone wants to be your friend, just because you are popular and you have a certain flair about you. Then we've got the zodiac cards. We've got Scorpio, Virgo, Aries, and Pisces. So your well wishers could be any of these four signs in their sun, moon, or rising, or they may just have these signs which are very heavy or prominent in their charts. And overall, these are the energies that they also see reflected within you. So one thing is they find you really very intense, and apart from that, you're magnetic, charming, and they find you also to a certain extent quite secretive. Okay, maybe you might not be secretive, but as I said earlier, about talking, gossiping, about having secrets, it could be not that you are secretive, but having juicy information about certain people, certain topics, like you have the tea. And apart from that, they also see that you're very detail oriented, you like to go into the details of things. You could also have a very uh, impulsive vibe to you. When they say Aries, they're very impulsive, they're very spontaneous, as I was saying, dynamic. So because of this, a lot of power. And Aries is the emperor, I would say Aries and emperor are connected, right? So this actually brings a lot of power to you. You have a lot of power over people. So they sense this power, that you are much better than them, and your friendship actually benefits them to a great extent. And with Pisces, we see that there is this element of confusion or fantasy that is associated with Pisces, or also, things to do with dreams and things to do with spirituality and creativity. So these are the elements that they again see reflected within you, that they also absolutely enjoy. Then we've got the card of the Virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. And we've got the Trickster, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Beggar conforms, confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility and compassion and self esteem. And dependence, here we have what are the odds. I've just been saying gossip, right? And we've got the gossip card. So, awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust, thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information. Okay, so I feel that with you, your admirers and your well-wishers actually even enjoy the vices, the negative aspects, which could actually create more harm for you. But I mean to say, we have got different people, right? We've got a variety of personalities, and I'm no one to judge. So definitely this is something that people enjoy about you. Firstly, they find you, as I said earlier, secretive, and apart from that, they find that at your heart you don't have any malicious intent when you share these secrets, right? So you're quite innocent when you do it innocently. You don't do it specifically to defame the opposite person. You just enjoy juicy gossip. And apart from that, I feel that when I was seeing like the Aries card, when it comes to authority, they see that you could also from time to time be manipulating them, or using your charms to get your way, or to kind of get the things that you want from them. But they really don't mind it. They don't mind getting manipulated by you. Okay, they actually admire you, and they are kind of willing to shower you with whatever that you feel like having. And apart from that, I feel like they don't see you as someone who is dependent on others, or who is someone who is kind of wanting certain things from others. So that is something that they probably also see, that you are kind of wanting something, but it may not necessarily be in terms of material things, but it could be something to do with increasing your self-esteem, receiving compliments. So kind of you wait for people probably to compliment you or tell you things. So that is something that they see about you, and I think they find it quite bold. They find it, they may be appalled by it, they may be really shocked by it at first, but they kind of are also envious of your guts to do, just ask for compliments or be bold about certain things. Then the last cards we've got here is Mirror, Akash, and Deep Replenishment. So out here we see with Mirror, you kind of mirror a certain energy about them. So especially if they don't like something that you are doing, it is very likely that that itself exists within them, right? And these are your well wishers. Now this is a very tricky situation, because your well wishers, even though they want you to do well, they're also not helping you be grounded, right? So but anyway, they are people who want you to do well in life in general, and they also enjoy everything that you provide for them, all the juicy aspects and all the spicy sides. Apart from that, I feel that they know that, as I was saying earlier, in your heart, that you have good intentions. You don't mean to hurt the opposite person. And when you speak, specifically when I'm talking about talking to people, I feel that these people actually want you to rest your mind. They want you to relax a little bit, because if they realize that when you are constantly giving and trying to be spontaneous, because either you enjoy the attention or you enjoy that you your energy brings certain emotions in other people, you tend to overdo it, and when you overdo it, you completely finish your energy so quickly and you're so drained so quickly that you are no longer able to engage further with people, right? So that is something that they feel that you can improve upon, because when you slow down and when you calm yourself a little bit, you can pace your energy. And it is not necessary that these people will stop talking to you or stop being your friends if you don't keep up with that charade that you're putting up. In fact, I feel that you'll find more valuable friends when you actually calm down and rest and rejuvenate in general. Okay, so this is what in general that people think of you. I hope that you've enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comments as to what has resonated, and I would love to read about what you have to say. All right. Hi, group number 3. Let's find out what people think about you and what is the perspective that they have on you. So, the first thing I see with the cosmic card is that they look at you as someone who is really divine, who is an old soul, someone who is so different from them, uh, such a beautiful individual that they actually cannot comprehend how you have even come into their lives, right? They are absolutely thankful for having you, because you are a person who sees unity within everything. You do not consider yourself different from the opposite person. Whether you like them, dislike them, it doesn't matter. Even if it's a rock or an animal or whoever it is, you feel that you are reflected in into the opposite person or into the opposite thing, and you and the opposite thing that you are talking to or handling or managing are no different from each other. So you see the interconnectedness within all of life, and that is something that they are not able to comprehend. How you do it, how are you able to be so compassionate and so kind with people? And I feel that there is this sense that they get that you are a very elevated person, you are a very elevated being. There is a sense of innocence that you have, like as I can see out here, he and this particular cricket that is there, they do not even feel that they are different beings. He is interacting with it as if it were a human being, right? As if it had a level of sentience and consciousness and thinking capacity as much as him. So that is something that I feel that people see within you. Apart from that, they see that you have the capacity to be very passionate. You have the capacity to really shower people with your affection, with your kindness, and that is something that is very rare within or around them, especially in general people, around general people. They find this really endearing and beautiful to experience. Apart from that, I feel that you may not really be the type that cracks a lot of jokes, but you have a sense of lightness to you. You have a sense that wherever you go, even your smile, even your few words, or even you being there changes the energy of the room. So if somebody has been feeling off or bad or sad or whatever state that they are in, just being in contact with you suddenly sets the mood differently, right? So that is something that they notice about you, and they are not quite able to figure out what is happening. Okay, but the other thing that they do see with you is that internally that you kind of take the burden of the whole world on your shoulders. You feel that you need to be this person in order to, it's kind of your responsibility. It's your responsibility for the whole of humanity. But I think that they realize that because it may feel like a responsibility for you, you may tend to suppress the hardships that you go through. You don't like to show it to other people, you don't like to share it with these people who are actually your um, well wishers. And I can understand this to a certain extent, because maybe the things that you are experiencing, you may feel that not everyone is able to understand, or even if you explain, people won't understand the gravity of what you are experiencing. So what you do is you try to suppress it, you try to hold it within, because you feel that you really cannot share it, and even if you do, there will be no meaning, because the opposite person is not at the level of your consciousness, right? So that is something that they see that you are struggling with, but maybe they also do not know how to help you out with it, even if they really want you to, even if they really want to help you out. Okay, apart from that, I feel we'll just check out the other cards that we're having here. Apart from that, I feel that they see maybe that you're struggling with your finances to a certain extent. Okay, you're struggling, maybe you've just started with your career, or there is some change in your finances and you're just starting off. Okay, so which means that you're not really seeing the results, but they want you to do well in your life, they want you to do really very well, but they see you struggling with your finances to a great extent. Okay, apart from that, I feel that they may actually perceive you to be rested, to be relaxed about everything that you're going through. They may see you as someone who is, quite chill despite everything that you are actually in, the stress that is being caused, maybe due to the finances, or maybe something that you're going through, some kind of decisions that you need to make. They look at you and they're like, this person is crazy. If anyone else would be in the situation, they would be going mad with absolutely random thoughts and cursing themselves and feeling guilty and going crazy. But for you, I feel that you are aware that whatever needs to come to you will come to you, right? And even if you're suppressing certain things that you're experiencing, at the end of the day, you have faith that you will get and you will receive everything that you have been working hard for, that you've been putting your work in for, right? So you are not fretting, but the opposite people who are actually who know you kind of wonder, like, how is this person so chilled out? So that is something that really puzzles them, I feel. It's very interesting. And so it's very likely that you, or the people that who are in your very close circles, are Libras, Capricorns, Geminis, and Leo. So these are the people who are absolutely close to you, or you could be having these in your uh, as your sun, moon, or rising. And when people see you, they also see these energies reflected within you. Okay, so they see that you are balanced, you're able to connect to people, you are also diplomatic, you are very grateful for things, and you enjoy a sense of harmony. So that's something I think that you have also created within yourself, this sense of balance, this sense of just being level headed about a lot of things. So when people meet you and they look at you, and probably if they hear everything that you've been through, they will not be able to even imagine it, and how you've actually been able to keep your head on your shoulders through all this, right? Then they also see you as a very hardworking person, a very grounded person. To a great extent, you could also be very serious, which means that you, as I was saying earlier, you may not be cracking a lot of jokes, you may be funny and from time to time, but your outlook on life is very serious. You don't like to play the fool when it comes to dealing with life and situations. So you are very cautious, you are ambitious, you are a person who really likes to move on top, but I also feel that you have a lot of faith in whatever that you're doing. They see you as someone who is able to communicate really very well, someone who is able to talk to people and is able to really reach their heart with your compassion and kindness. And I feel that just being around you stimulates their brains in ways, like you tickle their brains in places that it has never been tickled before. So that is something that they see you. Apart from that, when I'm looking at this Leo energy, you may not go around parading that you are so and so people, you are so and so, and you have these qualities. But I feel like people talk about you that way. People talk about you very highly to other people. People talk about you like, this person I know is so and so so, and they are actually doing so well, they're so grounded, they're so balanced. So they have really high opinions about you, and when they talk to people, they talk about you in very great regard, although you are not talking about yourself. So you are really humble, you are really grounded, you do not do PR for yourself, but you genuinely have people who are amazed by everything that you have accomplished and everything that you are. Okay, and we've got Mother, Alchemist, Messiah, and Goddess. So we've got very beautiful cards out here, and that actually kind of reflects everything that I've already been saying. For all those who've selected this card, y'all are a very, very special group. Okay, I personally feel like I want to know you, right? So yeah, let me know in the comments. Leave a hello, leave a hi, and let me know that you picked the pile number 3, so that I can know you and I can know who these people are. High vibrational beings. So I feel that for you, you have this attribute that when you meet people, you don't actually have to be a mother, but you have this sense where you're very protective about the opposite person. You're very cautious about how they lead their life. It's not like you're authoritative and you're trying to manipulate and you're trying to, stop or restrict them, but you're protective about them, like a mother would be about her kid, right? So you are, whoever is someone whom you consider as family, they realize that you're very protective about them. You will not let harm come their way no matter what. So you're very, very protective about the people whom you consider as close to you. Okay, the other thing they see is that you have this capacity to turn darkness into light in some way. I don't know what that way is. You could be like a crystal, right? Just being there, like these crystals of mine, just existing, and your existence itself transforms people, transforms lives, and just your kindness and your compassion that radiates from your heart is something that is changing the chemistry of the environment, right? So for you, I feel that you have that capacity to manifest and change and be an alchemist in all these things. So you are able to transform a lot of things, and you are like kind of like Midas. Everything that you touch turns to gold, especially when it comes to energy. And then we got this Messiah, serving humanity with humility. So for you, I feel that people who actually love you, they see that if you are actually doing some work for the betterment of humanity, you do not brag about it. You do not brag about the charity work that you're doing. You do not brag about the things that you are actually doing for people. And in fact, you do not even let anyone know that you're doing about, you're doing these things. And when people find out, the first thing they probably might ask you is like, you're doing this, why didn't you tell me about this before? And you would probably be like, it slipped my mind, I didn't even think about speaking about this, that I'm doing this particular thing. And that's something that they see about you, and they really appreciate how humble you are when you help other people. And you do not brag about it, you do not show off, you do not try to gain some kind of power through your kindness. And overall, I feel that you have this certain sexiness to you that is really very divine. And when I say sexiness, like, there is this sexiness that certain people portray in order to receive the opposite person's gaze and the opposite person's um, passionate sexual energy. So for you, I feel that when it comes to your energy, it is more like someone who has ascended to the level where they are so secure with their sexuality, someone who is who has really evolved in such a way that in everything that they do, they look absolutely gorgeous and sexy, right? And that sexuality is not the kind of sexuality that you see when people are, you know, you are wanting to get yourself objectified. It is more like where you are so secure in who you are that it is so attractive to the people around you, and the people who appreciate you actually love this about you, and they want a little more of that for themselves. They want themselves to be this particular aspect that you embody. And so these are absolutely attractive qualities that they find within you. Apart from that, we've got cards of break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future, inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart, and we've got star mother. So very interesting that we've got star mother and we've got temple and the goddess. Okay, so we see out here that they recognize that you have done a lot of healing on yourself. It is possible that you use affirmations, you use certain kind of magic to create a change in your life, or you have been using, right? So I feel that they recognize this within you. And apart from that, I feel when I look at this inner temple, they may actually kind of in a certain way be devoted towards you, because they look at you like a goddess, right? You're this creature who is absolutely humble, who is gorgeous, who is so breathtaking inside out. You've not only done the inner work and sorry, you've not only done the outer work, but you've also done the inner work. So you're taking care of yourself inside out, and they are dedicated to you. And when I look at this, I also see the star mother, where you have this quality of not being just like a regular mother who's protective. They see you as a divine being who creates, who protects, who nurtures. And these are the qualities that they absolutely love about you. All right. I hope that you've enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to subscribe, and also let me know in the comments who you are and what resonated. Are these certain things that I spoke about actually resonating within you? All right. Thank you so much. Bye.